Das ist nichts gut. Post. Another anvil, it looks like. From VEVOR. Tough tools, half price, half packaging quality. Yeah, that's not supposed to be sticking out. Alright, so I got myself a fancy trolley with the 2 wheels so it can go down the stairs really well. And I'm gonna load this on now.
This is one of the heavier anvils I'm adding to my collection.
Now I'm gonna take this down. Down the stairs. Hello everybody, welcome back to Red Gun Forge. I'm Ethan, and today I'm unboxing this VEVOR London pattern anvil and doing a quick review on it. And I'm going to be giving you my honest opinion because I paid full price for this, and hopefully they stepped up their quality, because if they haven't, this is far too expensive. Let's get into it. Alright. So, rotate you a bit. First up, we're going to look at the packaging on here. So, I'm going to quickly disconnect you guys and chuck you on the floor. Alright, have you set up there? Anyway, so let's have a look at the packaging. So, it is just, you know, your average VEVOR packaging. So this was the shipping label. This is exactly how it came. That was the shipping label. I took it off. So we can see the round horn poking through there. It's really not good, but you know, VEVOR quality. Yeah. And over here, same thing. It's bulging a lot. Lots of damage. Ugh. So I'm gonna reaffix you. Alright, so now we're gonna cut this thing open. I will say that their taping skills are incredible, even if their boxes are not that good. Ah, it's not supposed to be like that. Okay, so this is a destroyed anvil user manual. Holes in everything. It's the GZL66 model that I've ordered, but there's holes in everything. So I'm gonna grab this one, which is exactly the same, but there's no hole in it. It's from my mini anvil review, hiding over there, which I did a review on. Here we go. Product properties for the 66-pound anvil. This is the info it says. Obviously, pause. That's all the info you get. So as I said, pause the video if you want to inspect anything. I'll have a look at that a bit later on. For now, let's open this up. Oh! Nice. That's not doing much. There's a hole in the side. This one's actually doing better than the other one. My big one that this anvil's resting on was incredibly, had a hole in each end. They have got a sheet of this wood stuff. Yeah, it's balsa wood. On each end to try and stop the horn, and it looks like it stopped it for a bit here, like, but I mean, it's not really good enough, but for VEVOR quality it's not bad. Grabbing a towel, peel the peel off, wipe the oil off, because it's a VEVOR anvil, there's going to be oil. I'm gonna just cut this off. Won't come out. Oh, there we go. Here's the anvil. I'm gonna bring you in a bit closer. So, this is the anvil out of the packaging. It is a VEVOR 66-pound London pattern anvil. It rings a lot. First impressions are, I see no casting flaws except for a couple little nicks here. Couple bits there, and imperfect grinding around the horn. I've looked over the whole thing. As you can see, my head's in the way, obviously. Can't have a Red Gun Forge video without me head in the way. The only flaws are a couple of tiny little things there, but this whole base is completely flat and solid. You know, nothing. Appears they've used a blunt milling bit to mill this flat though, because there's lots of tiny little tear outs. That's not Bondo, is it? No, that is Bondo. Huh. I'm gonna show you this, you guys. I found some Bondo. Right there. That's Bondo. I can cut it with the knife. Anyway, that's all Bondo there. So in this area here, it has been Bondoed, it's been gooped up. Although it looks superficial. Yeah, it definitely looks superficial. I think it's just a little bit of a corner edge flaw. Ooh, fire. Anyway, bit of a corner flaw. Maybe on this face is so perfect. Oh, excuse me. Very flat. There's some tear out here, or some incorrect, like, building, and then the same here. So it's not quite perfect, but it's pretty close. I paid I don't know how much. Anyway, I paid quite a bit for it. Not quite as much as the one on the bottom. In my opinion, this appears to be a better anvil. Smaller, but it seems pretty good. I've seen some reviews on YouTube, but you know, I thought I'd still make a video. Now I'm going to give you some dimensions that the sheet tells us. Then I'm going to test them and see if it works. Working surface hardness 53 HRC. So this one was dead on, or very close to, so that's good. But we're looking at this one. I'm saying this a lot, aren't I? This new small one worked, was pretty good. Now let's inspect this new big one. There we go. On the face, skates. On the heel, skates. On the edge of the heel, skates. Skates. All the way along here, cutting surface. Not as much. No, so that's not hardened, it's not skating. It's sort of skating towards the inner here, but I mean, you can't temper it back too much. And then the horn, right here, it's pretty hard. It's softer about there, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna try it with my other fire as well. Skates, 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 digs slightly less, slowly digging less and less and less. And then so it's hard, and then obviously this part, you know, feet and stuff, it digs. So it's actually, let's look at the Bondo bit. Does that dig? Then we'll know if it's Bondo or a steel or like a liquid metal. It's just Bondo. As you guys may know, in this anvil, in this section, there's a load of liquid like metal epoxy stuff, which makes the rebound go relatively good for a horn. Nothing. So it goes from relatively good to absolutely nothing. Anyway, next property. So I do agree with this one that says it is 53 HRC. The hardy hole size is 22 by 22 mils. So I'm going to grab a tape measure with Imperial on there as well. I'll measure the hardy hole. They want 22 mils, eh? How many? 22 mils. Oh, we have a problem. They say it's 22. It's 19 mils by 20 mils. It's 19 by 20, and they say it's 22 by 22. So there's our first problem. You Imperial people, I mean, I guess you'd call it 3/4 inch by just over 3/4 inch. I don't speak Imperial. I don't maths Imperial. I hate fractions. Moving on. Put your hole size. 16 mils round. Once again, got this up. This is stupid, yeah? So they used to be MD fit, you know, they used to be the old ones, not this type, but the old ones used to be labelled. Let me grab something. This one. This is the same type of anvil as this one, which I have ground the numbers off of. But this one on top said MD10 because it's a 10 kilogram anvil. This one says 22 pounds. Yeah, that's 10-11 kilograms. But now they've decided to go to the American market. Same with this one, 66 pounds. My big old one, MD50. 50 kilos. Ugh. Anyway, this is part of another review. Anyway, so this is labelled in Imperial there, but on here it's all metric. That's stupid. 16 mils. Anyway, back, Pritchell hole size, 16 millimeters. I'm gonna call that 17 mils. That's a 17 mil hole. It says it's 16 mils. Net weight 30 kilograms. Gross weight 33.3. You know, that's packaging as well. 30 kilos for this anvil. Yeah, I put it there. I'd call that 30 kilos. Package size, whatever. Look at this rubbish. Product structure. Hidey hole. Number 1. The hidey hole on the anvil is used to insert other tools, and other tools can be firmly connected to the anvil for further processing. Someone doesn't English good. Pritchell hole. The Pritchell hole can be punched out on the product with a chisel or other tools. I see no slug. It's already been punched out. Or drilled out. So, once again, I don't English well, apparently. Horn. No space. The horn are specifically designed to help blacksmiths shape metal pieces into round or curved shapes. The horn are special. The horn are special. Seriously? Seriously? Wow. VEVOR, I know you've stepped up your game with the anvils, but I mean, your instruction manual should go up in quality as well. Wrong side. Yep. So I'm gonna look through this book now. See what else it tells me. User guide. Place the anvil on a flat, sturdy base, ensuring it is securely installed and resistant to sliding. Looks secure. Nah, it's not secure enough. Let's put it around this way so that I can use the horn, and it's very secure there. Perfect, nice and secure. Alright, now heat the material to be forged to the appropriate temperature. I don't know about you, but it says heat to the appropriate temperature. I mean, I know these are appropriate temperatures for blacksmiths, but like, come on. You can tell us heat the metal till it's hot. Nope, appropriate temperature. My appropriate temperature is 23 degrees Celsius. Place the heated metal material. Click you back on. Place the heated metal material on the anvil surface and use a hammer or other tools to strike, shape, or cut it. Strike, shape, cut. Alright, I'll give you that. Reheat and forge the material as needed until desired shape and dimensions are achieved. After using, allow metal material to cool naturally to room temperature. Ask me something. Tell me something. If I make a knife, do I want to let the metal material cool down to room temperature? No! VEVOR, you need to shut up. Maintenance. If you do not use this anvil for... They have maintenance for an anvil. If you do not use this anvil for a long time, please add anti-rust oil on the surface. Yeah, it's just like the anti-rust oil covering this. It's store the anvil in a dry, well-ventilated area away from direct sunlight. What the hell is ventilation or sunlight gonna do to an anvil? Poor ventilation and sunlight is not going to hurt your anvil. If you wish to store your anvil in such a way, wrap it in Glad wrap and stick it in a hole and bury it. Sorry, it started raining. Checking on my oxy kit. Anyway, put it in a hole and bury it. Anvil's gonna be just fine. It might have a light coating of rust on it in some places, but I mean, whatever. They are in Shanghai. The people, whoever's doing the conversions, is probably just using Google Translate. Wow. Imported to Australia. In New South Wales. Imported to USA. Okay. Made in China. Yeah, VEVOR do that. Anyway, that's the one that came with that anvil over there. And we just opened up the one that we got with the big hole in it. Have a look at it. Look, it's exactly the same. Just connect it there. It's exactly the same. Ooh, nice hole. VEVOR, tough tools, half price, half quality. Right. On their website, they make a few more claims. They claim 70% rebound. I'm gonna test that right now. Let's just get you guys positioned nicely. There we go. Let's test this 70% rebound claim. Yeah, horns unhardened. No, not 70% rebound. So, I'll give them that. That's about... I'd call that 70% or thereabouts. And that's unmounted. So, these London pattern anvils. I'm just testing for consistency there to feel casting voids. I don't feel. I mean, that bounce there. Move this over here. Compared to this. This thing has worse rebound than this. And this one's smaller. You know, if I do the same. Don't think I have any more tests I can do. So I'm going to forge on this, I guess, like this, on my other anvil. I realise it's a bit high, but it's the best I can do. So I'm going to get something hot in the forge. While my forge is heating up just a chunk of 10mm square bar so I can test it, I'm going to rough in the anvil. Alright, so now I've got something hot in the forge and I'm going to test out this anvil. So right here I'm making a gum leaf. This is very high up. So that part works. I'm gonna just straight hit this. Right, the horn didn't break off. The heel, sorry. So now I'm gonna flatten it. I'm working this cold deliberately. Test for unhardened spots. I'll reheat this. Gas bottle off. This is the last heat. I'm gonna go inside. It's dark. It's late. I'm going to just bend this around the horn. So we've done the leaf. It worked. I'm going to just bend this around the horn now, just to test it. Said mount it securely, so that's what I've done. So that's worked. Now I'm gonna flatten it on the horn. Now I'm gonna test, and now I'm gonna. It's raining. Now I'm gonna grab a chisel. I'm gonna cut this off. Cold, of course. Hey, look at that. Nice new cut mark on the cutting table. That's what it's for. So, I'm going to tell you what I think about this. I would call this an affordable London pattern anvil. I mean, I see no problems with this one. The old two I got, this one and that one, all had casting flaws. these two are either flukes or VEVOR has stepped up their game, because this one's good nick, that one's a good nick, no casting flaws except for that tiny little superficial thing here. That's great, that's also great. On YouTube, there's a couple people that have already done a review on this. Voodoo Tennessee or Voodoo Forge, I hope I've said that right. He did a review on this exact anvil and he found the same thing. His one and my one and a couple others that I've seen have all been perfect. So I'm thinking that that means that VEVOR has stepped up their game. And if so, that means that you guys, that's right, you guys get relative high quality cast steel, hardened cast steel anvils delivered to your door for an incredibly reasonable price, with American stamping on the front and Australian sizing on the paper. Yeah. I've got a couple of VEVOR products in my forge. This is a VEVOR gas forge. VEVOR anvil, VEVOR anvil, VEVOR anvil, VEVOR anvil. I've got a VEVOR ultrasonic cleaner and a couple of other VEVOR tools. I mean, you know, if you want perfect, you know, incredible quality, don't buy from VEVOR. But VEVOR tools, I think, will get the job done. If you're on a tight budget. Yes. Their slogan is great tools, half price. The tools are good tools, not great, good. They are pretty cheap, so half price, sure. Their packaging quality is also half, and now it's non-existent. But I mean, for me, at Red Gun Forge, this is going to be great for my shop because it's got a nice round, perfect round horn. Unlike my old one, it's got a couple of other features like the prickle holes in a usable spot, unlike on this one. Same with this smaller anvil, prickle holes in a good spot. They've extended the face out. Right, I'm blabbing. That's all I have for you today, folks. I do hope you enjoyed this video here with my anvils. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Make sure to stay tuned to Red Gun Forge for upcoming videos, which hopefully may be about making something instead of anvils. And I'll catch you next time. Later, folks.